Welcome to Remake It, the series where I take you on my venture to retexture Minecraft. Today we're going down to the depths of the caves. That's right, everybody. We're remaking the ores. But first we have to take a short detour up atop the mountains. That's right, everybody. We're starting with emerald. Alrighty. So why emerald first and not coal? Well, I felt like it, so deal with it. Also, it just happened to be the first thing that I felt like making, so that's why it's emerald and not coal. I really didn't know how to approach this at all. I used the basic ore as like a template for the colors, and in the end it ends up looking pretty faithful to Minecraft's original design, but I'm still happy with it. I don't think it looks bad, but I definitely think I could have done a little bit more creative liberty with it. It kind of just looks like a splotted stone with some square gems in it, which, I mean, the game is all blocks, so that would make sense. But yeah, I definitely think I could have done something a little bit more different, and you'll probably see that I try and mix map up the shape a little bit, and then I just kind of give up. I also try to do like more line vein type of thing, and I just thought it looked really bad, so I just went back to the standard square gem looking thingies, and I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, coal. For this I also had no clue what I was going to do. I think this also looks pretty similar in the end to Minecraft's original texture, just kind of upscaled to 2x32. Looking back at it, I think it might have been cool if I would have made the stone slightly darker, as if it was, had charcoal on it. I think that could have been cool. I don't know why I just called it charcoal, literal coal, but I think that would have been cool if it had like some soot on it. Besides that, I really don't know what I would do differently. I feel like coal is pretty generic, so there isn't as much liberty as you can take with like one of the like gem blocks. Obviously you can make a gem look so many different ways. Speaking of gems, let's talk about diamond. So for this, I really wanted to look more like an actual gem stuck in stone instead of like the ore creeping through the stone, like coal and iron and all that. So as you will see, I try and go for like a almost like circular design. Also, if you've been paying attention, you'll probably notice that I'm using the second layer now for the top, or for the actual like ore bit, so I don't like destroy the stone underneath. And I forget to do this about 700 times throughout this video. Alrighty, iron ore. For this, I think I went pretty classic with it. I didn't do anything fancy. Really just looks like Minecraft staple ore on my stone texture. So, yeah. Alright, gold. So for this, I really wanted to get like a kind of like nugget looking design because of the gold nuggets in the game. I guess that doesn't really make sense for this. It would make more sense for the nether ore, which you'll see later in the video. I also use a lot more of this orangey color than normal Minecraft for this gold, but I think it ends up looking pretty nice. I do change a little bit after this video clip, so it looks like it has less of a smiley face on it, but besides that, I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, redstone and lapis. Okay, so I put these two together because they're both not exactly ores in the general sense, and because they're also ones that end up looking very similar. I kind of go for a similar style with them in the end. I was trying to go for an inset, like it's like a different rock, because if you look at lapis in real life, it really just like is meshed with the rock more so than it being its own material, if that makes any sense. And then redstone, I was trying to go for like a inset different type of stone in regular stone look, and I just don't think it works. Really, I think the redstone just looks like it's crying, bleeding stone, and the lapis looks like it's crying stone. Is that what you think? You tell me. Alright, another rack. So I'm just going to speed past this one because I don't think there's much to talk about. I basically just made it redstone and then I desaturated it so it wasn't as red, and then I just made it kind of look like it's dripping. Alright, quartz time. So for this I just take my basic netherrack, and I try to make this look more like a quartz in real life at the beginning, so I go for like this weird like blue shade, trying to make it kind of like crystal-like, and then eventually I just give up and I go back to the classic-ish colors, and it ends up looking kind of like bone. I was kind of going for this like jagged like teeth bone type thing. I'm not sure if I'm happy with it, but that's what I ended up with. Alrighty, moving on to nether gold. So for this, I kind of just do the same thing as I did with gold. I mean, I'm pretty sure I used my actual gold that I made earlier as a reference for this. Basically, it just looks more like burnt because it's in the nether, which makes sense. As you can see, I'm using the basic colors. I try and make it different with these like kind of bigger like streak pieces, more chaotic, as if the gold is like slightly melted. I don't know if I got that across, but that's what I tried to do. On to blackstone. Now I only made this because of the gilded blackstone, just like I only made netherite for the gold netherite, which means consider these bonuses. But yeah, for this I just did some basic stuff, and I hope it doesn't look too bad. I try to change it up a little bit from normal stone, but it's basically just normal stone, just like charred, which is kind of what I was going for, because then I could like use this in like a weird volcano build or something, because they look pretty similar, and I wanted them to look really similar but also different, so they didn't exactly match, so it actually had some difference and it had its own unique texture. So yeah. Alright, Gilded Blackstone, our final ore. Yes, I know ancient debris is a thing and it's kind of an ore, but I'm not doing it in this video, so deal with it. So anyways, for this, I kind of just used the basic colors. It looks like gold but slightly charged, just like the netherrack thing. I think this looks a lot different than Minecraft's basic texture, simply just because it's literally black stone and it doesn't have like this weird purple, like gray coloration to it like default Minecraft has. I also go for like these line things, and the original texture has like a bunch of like drooping gold, so I try to continue that. But yeah, I think it just looks a lot different simply because the stone is just way darker. Alright everybody, it's time to check out these textures in game. So here we can see the redstone and the coal. As you can see, it very much looks bloody, like bleeding stone in game. The coal looks very simple. Here we have the iron and diamond. The diamond I made, now that I'm looking at it in game, it almost kind of looks like a very light aquamarine. If we go over here, we can see the lapis and emerald. And I think that's all the overworld ores. So now we got to go to the artificial nether through this conveniently placed, totally legit portal. And here we can see quartz, nether gold, the blackstone and netherite, and last but not least, Gilded Blackstone. With that being said, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video and all the textures I made today. Tell me down below what you want to see me do next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.